With steady careers in acting, directing, and makeup, the cast of Passions have proven that showbiz journeys can survive wacky plots involving living dolls and passionate affairs with great apes. While the majority of the Passions cast were relative unknowns, Juliet Mills was already a well-established actor before she played 300-year-old witch Tabitha Lennox. Her career dates all the way back to the 1940s and includes a starring role in the 1970 sitcom Nanny and The Professor. After Passions ended in 2008, Mills had a stint on the Africa-set British drama Wild at Heart, the British miniseries 4 seasons, and an eclectic assortment of guest spots. She also remained active in theater, including productions of Bedroom Farce, The Lady Vanishes, and Legends. She frequently co-starred alongside her husband, Maxwell Caulfield. Mills looks back at Passions with gratitude for a role that allowed her to display the full range of her acting abilities. As she recalled to Soap Opera News, "It was a wonderful character they wrote for me. I got to play all sorts of parts. She was always masquerading as somebody else. I had a wonderful time on that show and made some good friends as well." There's no denying that Josh Ryan Evans was the breakout star of Passions as Timmy, the doll brought to life by Tabitha's witchcraft. He had a few credits before joining the soap, including Tom Thumb in a TV movie about P.T. Barnum and a young Grinch in the 2000 live-action version of that Dr. Seuss classic. He also performed stunts for the babies in the 1999 movie Baby Geniuses. Sadly, he died in 2002 at the age of 20 due to complications from surgery to repair a heart condition. In a bizarre coincidence, a scene featuring Timmy's death on Passions aired the same day that Evans passed. He was set to subsequently appear as an angel, a plan that had to be shelved due to his unexpected death. In a 2000 interview with the Los Angeles Times, Evans was clearly relishing his newfound success. As he admitted, "I can't think too far ahead. I am feeling better than I have ever felt. I love being an actor. I love my work. I love the payoff." Pilar, the Mexican-born wife of Martin Fitzgerald and mother of their 5 children, was memorably played by Eva Tamargo. Before landing that role, Tamargo got her start on the Mexican telenovela Maria Elena. After Passions ran its course, she continued working in both English and Spanish language productions. These have included guest spots on NCIS and its spin-off NCIS Los Angeles, and a regular gig on the primetime soap opera The Haves and the Have-Nots. Through it all, Passions has remained a high point for Tamargo, as she told Digital Journal in 2021. "The soap was so ahead of its time. We had Supernatural, we had it all. I was only 38 when I got the job, and I played the mother of 5. It was fun to grow with the character for 9 years." Galen Gering played Luis Lopez Fitzgerald for the entirety of Passions' 9-season run. He was part of one of the series' nuttiest and most controversial storylines, in which an orangutan named Nurse Precious fell in love. While Gering enjoyed the show's out-there plots, co-starring with an ape was something he had never anticipated. As he admitted to Soap Opera Digest, "I always wanted more like crazy, campy stuff, at least as far as the witchcraft and all of those things were concerned. I don't know about the whole orangutan thing. It was challenging." Immediately after Passions ended, Gering was cast on another daytime soap, Days of Our Lives. But he still looks back fondly on his breakthrough gig. As he noted to Digital Journal in 2020, "The effect and feel of Passions is still with us. People still love it, and it has lasting impact on people. I am certainly glad to have been a part of it." Another actor who was on all 9 seasons of Passions was McKenzie Westmore, who played Sheridan Crane. Afterwards, she had a brief stint on another soap, All My Children. But since then, acting hasn't really been Westmore's primary pursuit. Instead, she's been focused on her line of makeup and skincare products called Westmore Beauty. As she told Digital Journal in 2021, "Westmore Beauty is my second child. Blood, sweat, and tears go into every product that I bring to it." As it turns out, makeup is a bit of a family business for Westmore, as her great-great-grandfather, George Westmore, set up the first ever hair and makeup department at a Hollywood movie studio. That connection led Westmore to host the sci-fi reality competition show Face Off, on which special effects makeup artists compete in various challenges. That gig became a family affair when Mackenzie's father, makeup artist Michael Westmore, joined the show as a mentor.
Mr. Westmore is the definition of a legend.
As Mackenzie admitted to Forbes in 2013, "It was a dream come true having him there. My dad is my hero, and to have that time with him, driving into work, laughing and hearing stories is something that I am so grateful for." Lindsay Hartley played Teresa Lopez Fitzgerald for all 9 seasons of Passions, and then she remained an in-demand soap star on the likes of Days of Our Lives, All My Children, and General Hospital. Outside of soaps, her credits include a variety of guest roles in made-for-TV movies. Hartley eventually stepped behind the camera to direct TV movies, beginning with 2020's Mommy is a Murderer, which is also known as Forgotten Abduction. Her directing credits often feature women in peril, though she's also branched out to lighter fare, like Christmas on Repeat. As it turns out, her experience in soaps proved to be invaluable preparation for this new chapter of her career. As she explained to Soaps.com in 2016, "I like them because they're just fun. They do remind me of being on a soap opera, but with a short, real quick story of a soap opera." Jesse Metcalfe played Miguel Lopez Fitzgerald on Passions until exiting in 2004, when he was cast as John, the teenage gardener and affair partner of Gabrielle on Desperate Housewives. When that show became a pop culture phenomenon, Metcalfe's career exploded accordingly. He went on to play the title character in the 2016 movie John Tucker Must Die, and to star on the TV reboot of Dallas. Metcalfe also made a name for himself on the Hallmark Channel, including several entries in the popular Martha's Vineyard Mysteries series. In 2023, he appeared in the Prime Video movie On a Wing and a Prayer, and in 2020, he demonstrated his ballroom skills when he competed on Dancing with the Stars. In a 2021 interview with ID, Metcalfe admitted that the instant fame he experienced after leaping from Passions to Desperate Housewives was unlike anything he'd ever gone through. As he put it, "I definitely wasn't ready for so much exposure so quickly. It was like a tidal wave." Metcalfe also knows how important Passions was to his acting journey. As he told Digital Journal in 2022, "I had very little acting experience when I booked Passions, so it was an incredible opportunity to get to learn the craft of acting while getting paid."
I think I can do this acting thing.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead had just a few credits to her name when she was cast at the age of 14 as Jessica Bennett on Passions. She didn't stick around for long, though, as she exited the show in 2000. Being a regular cast member on a TV show was a big deal for her, but she soon realized that the nonstop grind of a soap wasn't for her. As she recalled to Glamour in 2017, "I was the first person on that show to quit. It was after a year, and I thought, this isn't really what I thought acting was about. I wanted the opportunity to try and explore something else." Winstead's acting career after Passions moved along steadily, with such notable movies as Final Destination 3 and a couple of Die Hard sequels. Her big breakthrough happened in 2010 when she played Ramona Flowers in the cult favorite Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Other notable credits since then include 10 Cloverfield Lane, Birds of Prey, and the third season of FX's Fargo. In the latter, she starred opposite Ewan McGregor, whom she would eventually marry in 2022. Justin Hartley is probably best known nowadays as Kevin Pearson on the popular NBC family drama This Is Us, but way before that, he made his on-screen debut on Passions in 2002 as the spoiled Fox Crane, heir to the Crane family fortune. He left the show in 2006 and was cast as the lead superhero in a TV pilot for Aquaman, which ultimately wasn't picked up for a full series order. However, the team behind Aquaman also produced Smallville, so they tapped Hartley to play the Green Arrow, aka Oliver Queen, for more than 70 episodes between 2006 and 2011. Hartley eventually returned to his soap opera roots in 2014 for a 2-year stint as Adam Newman on The Young and the Restless. His time on Passions has remained an important chapter of his life, not just for sparking his career, but also for introducing him to Lindsay Corman, who would become known as Lindsay Hartley when they tied the knot in 2004. They had a daughter named Isabella before eventually divorcing in 2012.
You've talked about her before, your daughter, and now she's here.
Yeah, she's here.
Justin and Lindsay Hartley weren't the only Passions co-stars to couple up while appearing on the show. Natalie Zea, who played Gwen Hotchkiss between 2000 and 2002, fell in love with Travis Schultz, who played Ethan Crane, and after dating for more than a decade, they tied the knot in 2014. Following Zea's exit from Passions, she became a series regular on the ABC drama Dirty Sexy Money. She also landed a popular recurring gig on the FX crime series Justified, and more regular TV parts followed, including the TBS sitcom The Detour and the sci-fi drama La Brea. And during the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, Zea and Schultz launched their Passions for Life podcast as they took a weekly deep dive into their experiences on the soap opera. Ryan McPartlin joined the cast of Passions in 2001, playing Hank Bennett until his exit in 2004. He followed that up with a regular gig on the Fran Drescher starring sitcom Living with Fran, which was a bit of a full-circle experience for him. As he explained to the Spokane Spokesman Review, "My first professional acting job was as a guest on The Nanny. Fast forward a few years, and here I am, not only working with Fran again, but I'm playing her lover." After that show ended in 2007, McPartlin quickly moved on to the NBC spy series Chuck as Devin Woodcomb, aka Captain Awesome. Then in 2022, he starred alongside fellow Passions alum Eva Tamargo in the Hallmark mystery movie Cut Color Murder. Looking back on his roots, McPartlin has noticed a shift in how former soap actors are regarded in Hollywood. As he revealed to Soap Opera Digest, "When I talk to casting directors, it's not like, oh, you have a stigma. It's like, really? What soap are you on? It's great training. It's really well respected. Like I think it hasn't been before, to be honest." Passions viewers surely fondly remember Brook Kerr, who played Whitney Russell from 1999 until 2007. After leaving the show, she spent some time producing her own projects, including a movie and a travel series. In the years since, Kerr has continued to act, albeit sporadically. As she told Soap Opera Digest in 2022, "I was going through some personal issues for a while, some family issues, and when I'm going through things, it's hard for me to audition and put on another character on top of that if I'm not feeling good. So I kind of stepped away for a little while." In 2020, Kerr had been working in real estate when she was invited to to audition for General Hospital. She ended up being cast on the show as Dr. Portia Robinson Ashford, as she gushed to Soap Opera Digest. This job on GH feels so full circle it's nuts. On Passions, my mom was the doctor, and now I'm the doctor having scenes with my teen daughter.